Hello everyone, happy Friday. I'm here with this junk journal I made from junk mail envelopes, and I've got newspaper today. I'm just going to start gluing some strips to the page and start rambling, I suppose. This is a junk journal, and I am using scraps and garbage and things that probably should be thrown away to collage into the pages. This is not meant to be pretty. It's not meant to be a masterpiece or any of that. It's really just glue therapy. It's learning. For a lot of people, collage is scary. It's difficult. And it doesn't need to be. So these little exercises are more fun, just little practices to get used to just gluing paper down. And these aren't it's not precious paper. I'm not using anything special. I'm using scraps. I am using garbage, things that I probably should have thrown away. And so it doesn't really matter if it turns out or not. I'm just getting people used to gluing stuff down, not being afraid of trying to make something pretty. Collage is fun. It doesn't have to be scary. And beginners are often worried that, I want my collage to look like somebody's, and they're very disappointed when that doesn't happen. And so I'm just here to say it takes practice. It takes some time to figure out what you like and what kind of style is for you and all those kinds of things. Give yourself a break. If you're beginning to collage, let's see, let's get a dark piece out here. You're just beginning. When you start to learn to walk, you don't expect to be able to run a marathon the next day. It takes some time, so give yourself a break. Don't worry about it. The best thing is, while you're learning to collage, is to have fun. If you're not having fun, you're not going to want to do it. And so that's my advice. Find some fun things to do. I got a little empty spot there. I missed a spot. Let me put something down there real fast before I move on and forget that it's even there. Okay, continuing on. Let's see here. I want something light this time. So these exercises or practices, they're done with things that don't matter. So if they don't turn out, it doesn't matter. And so it's just getting yourself used to just gluing paper down, not really worrying about what it looks like in the end. I have to trim all these off. Collage is fun, and it shouldn't be stressful. So this one is probably going to be pretty ugly, because they haven't been ugly. Let me put this dark side that way. I've been very surprised at a lot of these collages that I've done using garbage and trash, things that I actually have dug out of my paper trash. They have been pretty cool. And they're just simple ideas. Nothing special. But they're turning out pretty well. And I've been very surprised. I expected this whole thing to be worthy for the trash can. My plan is really just to throw the thing away when I'm done with it. I don't really need another object to save, but I probably will keep it just because it is an example, a sample to show people when they have questions. So I guess we will see how ugly or what's going on with it at the end. Let's get this last strip down. And I wanted a bunch of text on this one. I didn't see a lot in my newspaper box, so I just had to take what I could find. All right, so that is that. Got the whole page done. It's not anything special for sure. Let me trim all that off so we can actually see what the page looks like. This is definitely a glue therapy exercise here, practice. Just gluing paper down without any reason. Not trying to make anything pretty, but it is very relaxing for me just to grab a glue stick and glue. I've had a very busy week, so this is nice therapy just to have something relaxing to do. All right, so let's see, what did we end up with? Not a whole lot of anything interesting. I've got another piece of yellow here. Instead of throwing it away, I'm just going to add it for some color. Let's put it just right there. Got another one. Do we need another one? Not really. We got that orange strip there. That's good enough. I'm going to leave it. My hands are full of glue, so I'm going to go wash and come back with another simple collage. All right, so the next one I am going to do on this page, and I picked it because it's got that nice pattern on it. I am going to do a numbers collage. And I couldn't find my numbers. I don't know where I have put my numbers. I've got tons of them. I saved them everywhere and could not find any of them. So I had to scramble, and I went and found, let's put that up there. I found a large number, some flyers from in my junk mail, and cut some numbers out. And I don't have very many, so I'm not sure how far I'm going to get, but I'm going to cover this window here first, and then see how far I get. I wanted to cover the whole thing with numbers, but I don't know what happened to them. So this one is just an easy, if you're somebody that's trying to transition from glue book style of collage, which means that you've got images that are square or rectangle, and you fill the whole page with collection of these images. If you're trying to transition into a different style of collage, you know, a junk journal collage like this might be perfect for you. I am like, this is a transition. I'm not using, this is another one of those numbers. I got glue on it already. Let's see, let me go up this way. I just distracted myself there. So I was saying, this is a transition from a glue book style of collage to another type. And there's so many different types of collage. So one of my things is I believe that everyone has their own unique style for collage. And it's difficult to find that style a lot of times. You can like the way somebody does a collage, but not be able to do that kind of collage yourself. And I am very guilty of that. There's some of those surreal collage people. Love those. But when it comes down to it, it's just not my style. I am more of an abstract kind of collage person. I like just various types of paper, different colors and textures and that kind of thing. And I do like to put those kind of collages together. It's almost freestyle. It's a freestyle, no rules. It's just putting stuff together that you like. And it comes pretty easy to me. And the only reason it's easy is because I've been doing this a while. I don't want people to get discouraged. She makes it look so easy, but mine look bad. Well, you need to give yourself a break. It takes practice. It takes time to figure out what works for you, what your style is. It takes time to collect all the collage fodder that you're going to want. It'll come in time. And in the meantime, experiment with different styles, different types of collage, and find out what is fun for you. If it's fun, that's most of the battle. You're going to want to continue with collage if you keep it fun. Overlapping because I've got spaces here. And that's what all this junk journal is. It doesn't have to be pretty. It's just a way to experiment, glue some paper down, experiment with some different styles, see what happens with strips of paper or numbers or letters, or just to have some fun. practice. Keep it semi-simple. Keep it fun so that you continue to try different things. And don't expect to make masterpieces when you're just beginning to collage. I don't really like all that. Trim that down just a little bit. Let's see. So I am not putting all the numbers in the right. Some of them are upside down and sideways, and they're all over the place. I really don't care that they're right. I've pretty much got that window covered. I need something up here. Let's see. This one looks like it's big enough. I want to get all that plastic covered up. Yeah, and I don't have enough numbers to cover the whole page. And that's kind of what the glue book style is. You cover the whole page with images, and other types of collage don't necessarily do that. So this is a good transition to mess around. And not cover the whole page and make your brain think, well, it's okay that the whole page isn't covered, because I think a lot of people, when they're doing glue books, that's the mentality that they just get all hooked on, is you got to cover everything. Let me put this one on since I put glue on it before. And so doing this junk journal like this kind of breaks you from thinking you've got to cover all of it. It's a good transition from a glue book style to a different kind of collage style. I'm just going to keep going. I think I'm going to use up all my numbers here. See how far I can get. That's a big one. Let me get the big ones down here. That's red. It's going to be very eye-catching. Let's see. Oh, and I didn't trim that one off either. Oh, well. Oh, well. It'll cover up some more space. I was kind of hoping to just cover the whole page in numbers. But I don't have enough numbers to do that. So maybe this is going to be one of those freestyle where there's some of the page showing. Let's see here. That's a cool number. Let's put that here. 75 is kind of large, so let me get that down. And I'll use these tiny little ones. For little spaces on top. All right. 409. Oh, I had planned on covering the whole page with numbers, but I'm going to run out. I need something right there. It's 200 would be good. I will run out of numbers. But I can go back and put some more down when I find them. I was surprised that my junk advertisements didn't have more numbers. I was expecting to find a ton and really didn't find that many. Let's see here. Got glue on my fingers as usual. There's a 10. Put some of these little ones up here. Just go down in size, I suppose, and use them up. Here's a big one. That 8 is kind of large. That one's kind of large. Stick that up there. Some of these are phone numbers. I had to take everything I could find, which really wasn't. I was really surprised. Expected quite a few numbers. Let's see. Put that cool blue one right in the center there. Oh, it doesn't have enough glue on it. There's too much glue on my hands. It won't unstick from my hands. There we go. It wants to be there. All right. There's one on my hands. Another large one, I suppose. Yeah, I've got a lot of glue on my hands. Don't have that many numbers to go, so hopefully I can continue on here. Let's do these last few. Go on to another page. Yes. Maybe I should go de-glue my hands here. I'm having some difficulty getting them to stick to the page. I didn't want to put that 40 with that 40. They're the same. I want them to look like they're all different numbers. Different sizes. Different colors. Three more. I don't want all the little ones on the outside. I want to be able to add some more. So let me just put some of these in the center there just to use them up. And get on with the next one. I hope you're working on a project. Listening to me babble. Okay, that's all my numbers. So let me go wash my hands. Oh, I found one more. I found one more. 99. Put that there. There's a lot of red. Advertisements use a lot of red. I should not be surprised. All right, I'm coming right back. All right. So this is the page of numbers so far, and I did use that pattern just in case I didn't have I knew I didn't have enough numbers. Who is trying to kid you here? So I can go back and add some more numbers, but it's kind of cool. I really like that one. So the next one is another one of those if you're trying to transition from a glue book style to collage. I've just got some pieces of color, basically, some painted papers, some magazine images that have some color and some, this is texture and color, different kinds of paper, and these are kind of what you would use if you were doing a glue book. They're kind of squared off. A lot of them are ripped, so they're not exactly squared off. Let me put this one up first. So they have, they're not exactly straight edges. When you're doing a glue book, most people use straight edges and butt the edges all together and cover the whole page with images. Well, this one is more, it's the same kind of thing. You're using big blocks of paper that don't have images, so you get out of the habit of trying to make, I'm running out of glue here, trying to make a whole page and be able to see all the images. If you do this, these I think might be too big. Some smaller ones so it doesn't go too fast. So this gives you practice on gluing down chunks of paper and not worrying about making sure the image shows correctly, or that everything's lined up perfectly. This is more just get some stuff down, see what it looks like together. I've got a lot of wrapping paper. Let me use one of these. This is a piece of junk mail. Don't know what company that is, but I really like these circles. They send this envelope, and I just love it. Let me put it this way. Probably should cut off so it's straight, so I can get it in that spine. There we go. That's easier. So magazine. So practice is just transitioning from trying to get images glued together to just gluing texture and color together. Magazine is kind of thin. It wants to wrinkle with this glue. Let's see here. Put that one down. And this kind of collage overlapping even slightly trains yourself to believe it's okay to overlap, to cover up some of that image, which you don't normally do in traditional glue booking. You want the whole image to show. So this is another one of those transitional exercises. It's okay to overlap stuff. It makes it more interesting. Tell yourself it's okay to overlap, to cover something up. Let's see here. I like this circle. Like the circle. Let's put that down. Actually, this is more of a corner, so let me turn it up that way. All right. So that's really cool. Probably don't need to use the whole thing. My spaces aren't that big. This one goes pretty fast. Keep yourself from, you want to overlap stuff, so I don't want a big piece. I need some smaller pieces for some of these spaces. I need something here. That's a cool piece, but I don't need all of it. Put that right there. And I need something here. Something different. Nope, I don't want orange with orange. Maybe we should put some pink, some circles. Smaller piece. That there. And now I need something to cover up that space. Maybe a little bit of this. Seems like I need something right in there, so let me get another piece of something. And it looks really awkward right there. So let me just cover up all that awkward. I used everything I wanted to. I think I have. I could use a little bit of this, because that's kind of cool. Let's stick it up here. A lot of circles going on. I was in a circle mood. Surprise, surprise. All right. So that one went together really fast. When you're overlapping, you don't have to worry about the space. I need something that small. That's really taken me away from doing glue books. I'm such a perfectionist. I need a picture that's that small, and I can't find anything that'll fit right there. And this is more of a freestyle. Just overlap it, and you don't have to worry about covering up that really cool image. But I like the textures and the different papers together. I like this. And it's kind of glue book like because you're covering the whole page. I covered the whole page with paper, so everything is covered. But it's not glue book like because there's no images. So it's a nice transition. Some of these exercises are a nice transition from the glue book style collage to something a little bit different. And that's what all these ideas are, is transitioning, trying something new, telling yourself it's okay that it's like this. It doesn't have to be perfect. Let's see. I have two pages left. I did take a couple of the envelopes out of this so that I could transition to a different project, get this one done. So I've just got one more video and have this one finished. Hope you enjoyed that. I hope you got something done. Thanks for watching.